Hey everyone, it's Ryno here, and I just wanted to let you know that this week's episode of the Bourbon Study is a combo episode. So you're going to get the tasting room, and then immediately after that, the Bourbon Study. So we are tasting some bourbon, and then we'll be making a drink with it. The reason why I did it this way this week is because I forgot to post the episode on Tuesday. It's that simple. But I hope you enjoy the episode, and I just wanted to say thank you all for watching, and have a great week.
Hey everyone,
I'm Jill.
and I'm Ryno.
And we love bourbon.
In addition to drinking it, we also wanted to learn about it and share that info with you.
So come join us in
The Bourbon Study. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the tasting room.
The tasting room. So today we are going to journey to Louisville, Kentucky, and we're going to try
We're going to go down the rabbit hole.
down the rabbit hole, literally and figuratively. So what we're going to be tasting today is from Rabbit Hole. That's the name of the distillery, and what we are tasting is their Cavehill variety. So I know that you really enjoyed the Garrison Honeydew and some of those other like weeded bourbons. We love Blade and Bow, and some Maker's Mark and stuff. So this is a wheated variety, again, keeping in the things that what we're finding out our palate is towards.
Yes.
Is like those like caramel, kettle corn
I like
flavors.
the choppy heavy, yeah.
Yeah, so this one seemed really unique to me when I was reading about it. And Rabbit Hole is sort of new on the scene in some respects. They recently kind of rebranded their whole image. So they used to be just Rabbit Hole straight bourbon whiskey. And then in the last couple of years, they've changed to diversifying some of their spirits into the Cavehill, the High Gold, Boxer Grill, which is their rye variety, and the Derringer, which is a port finish similar to the Angel's Envy. So they're starting to kind of, they're going a little towards Wonderland and finding what their brand image is. So it's really fun, and I really love some of their advertising. Some of their marketing is very fresh and modern and fun with candy and food pairings, and so I really, it caught my attention.
Yeah.
And I thought, let's try it. Yeah, it's got those honey flavors. Like
I was going to say, smell of sweetness here.
Smell of sweetness, yeah.
I feel like that's all I contribute to this is sweetness. Well, not literal, not like, oh, I'm so sweet. I mean, like, I contribute in terms of I smell and I go, sweet.
Yeah, it's different.
It's got like, the little burn hits me right in the back of the tongue almost.
Right, yeah, in
right
the back.
roof,
like where some of the others are sort of mid-palate.
Yeah.
This one's like right at the finish.
Like I was braced for it to be in my cheeks, and it wasn't. You know?
Now, and I would say it smells a lot sweeter than it tastes. Mm-hmm. It is sweeter in terms of different bourbons that we've tried. Straight, this is a 95 proof. So it's not in the like barrel strength category that we've sampled some of it. So it's not going to like blow your nostrils out unless you breathe too deep. Like
I blew the ethanol up into my eye.
You always breathe too deep.
It's like when you go to sip a 7-Up or a ginger ale and you go and you smell the carbonation hits you that right way and you're like, I can't breathe. Like,
the thing I like about it is that I think this would pair really well with like charcuterie.
Yeah.
Like some honey, some figs,
you know
some
I love
cheese,
a good charcuterie board. You
crackers.
know it.
I feel like that would go really well with this because it's not too sweet. I feel like something like the honeydew you'd want to put more like with a dessert or iced tea or something like that has a true honey purpose to it. But this one's like nice and light on the palate and not as sweet as it comes off when you initially take a sniff.
Yeah, it's good. It definitely has that like a burn to it. For sure, and it has, like you said, it has a sweet smell. It's like sweet on the tip almost, like it's not overly sweet like the port finishes. I've noticed, not like they're overly sweet, but you can definitely taste that.
Yeah,
sweetness
those have
in
more
there.
of like a brandy or a sherry type of like a port wine because they're aged in port wine barrels, so of course they're getting those notes. But this is nice. I like it.
Yeah.
And so so you said it does have the mash
it has it
bill
on the side here.
It says this, so it's a 4-grain, but what's interesting about this, so normally 4-grain means that they keep in all of the corn, the barley, and the rye, and add wheat. So usually 4-grain means add wheat to the other 3.
Okay.
But this one, there's no rye. So this one, they do, the 4 grains are 70% corn, as expected, is a higher corn.
You like the higher corn content, right?
And then and then the other 30% is equal parts of malted wheat, malted barley, and honey malted barley.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
okay.
they've completely removed the rye in favor of 2 types of barley, which it's unique. It gives it a little something different.
Where do you think you rest on rye? Are you like into them? Are you like, it depends on the mash of it? Like,
Yeah, in general.
I'm trying to start isolating these things to figure it out, because I know I like the higher corn for sure now.
In general, like, I don't mind a straight rye if that's what they're going. Like if they created it as a rye whiskey and not as a bourbon with a high rye content. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So if it's like all rye, 100% rye or whatever, like the maple, the Hudson Baby, the maple cask, that's a rye. So that one I enjoy. But when a bourbon whiskey has like a higher percent, like a 35-40% of rye, it's too much for me. It's too spicy.
Yeah.
For my personal taste. So
Okay.
I enjoy higher corn percentage,
Yeah.
personally. Rabbit Hole does have 3 other varieties, the Derringer, the Boxer Grail, and the High Gold. The High Gold.
Have you tried them all?
I haven't. I've tried the Cavehill and I've tried the Derringer, which is the port one. We'll have to pick up some of the High Gold. That's their like straight bourbon. That's just the normal 3 grains, the corn, the barley, and the rye. And then they have an all rye, which is the Boxer Grail. So
I do really like this one. It's got that distinct flavor to it that's like memorable.
I think that as I branch out and try more things, that's what when I'm sort of curating a collection, that's what I'm looking for, is what stands out, what's got a little bit of a different nuance, instead of like, I could stock up on just Elijah Craig, Maker's Mark, Evan Williams, and like Buffalo Trace, but you're gonna not get a lot of nuance with that. You're gonna have like, here's your just nice, high quality, straight bourbon whiskeys. And I think that finding these little nuances of like adding the honey malted barley, or making a port finish, or adding a yeast, or all of these other things are sort of what's making things stand out from others.
Yeah, and I like that journey too, because that's how I feel about it too. I like things that have that extra pop to it, where it's like you're staying within the rules, but you're playing with the boundaries that you have set.
It's where you see the creativity really come out with a lot of these master distillers, and where they can sort of play with the age-old, like, the laws of bourbon, but then sort of tweak them.
I love
to
that
make
creativity
unique.
part of it. It's art. So what are we looking at in terms of a price on a bottle like this?
This is 55 to 60, so it's a little bit, it's like mid-range. It's not in your affordable everyday drinker, but it is unique and definitely worth checking out. And it's got a really cute little bottle with the little bunny.
Yeah, the bunny like goes around the side of the bottle here. It's like laying on the pad. It's nice. It's another one of those, like, this is a really nice bottle. I like looking at this bottle. Like, again, I know we talked about it before, but we're gonna have to figure out something to do with like the nicer bottles.
The aesthetic of the bottles when we're done with them. What do we want to do with them? And I don't know if you can see this, but so the bunny is etched on the back here.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be like viewed.
Oh, I didn't
front.
even notice that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't know
so
how I
he's
didn't
like
notice that.
frolicking.
Yeah. So you can see him in the liquid.
The bunny is frolicking. I don't know if I can put my arm back there, but you can see the bunny is.
Yeah, that's
like,
cute.
In the whiskey. That's cute. I like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we're gonna have to make a drink with this.
We were gonna have to make a drink with
we
this.
will
So
make a drink with this very soon. What are we making today?
well, as you remember, Jill, because this is your house and your supply of bourbon, we are doing a drink called the Gold Rush using the Rabbit Hole Cavehill Kentucky Strength Bourbon Whiskey that we tried on the tasting room.
Let me give you a little bit of history.
Please.
The Gold Rush is a twist on a whiskey sour. So basically, the Milk and Honey Bar in New York City, a famed bar on the Lower East Side, they decided to make their own version of a whiskey sour, but without any egg, which we know we don't like.
Well, not the way we did it for sure.
Without any egg and without any bitters. So it's just 3 ingredients. Doesn't sound too bad, but the reason that I've decided we should use the Rabbit Hole, the Cavehill variety of Rabbit Hole specifically, is because it has that honeyed barley. And so I thought if we're putting honey in the recipe, the honeyed barley would be like a nice little compliment to that.
Awesome. I am very excited for this. I love trying a good classic cocktail, obviously. I like all drinks. Let's not kid ourselves. 3 ingredients. What do we need for this?
We need bourbon. We need honey. And we need lemons.
Okay.
That's it.
Very nice and easy.
Yeah,
All right.
so we're going to do as normal, 2 ounces.
2 ounces of bourbon.
And then we need 3/4 of an ounce of honey.
Any specific honey? Just like honey? Oh, you're just eyeballing it there.
Well, the reason I am is because if we were to put it in this measuring thing and then we try to, it'll like get all stuck.
Yeah, okay.
So we're gonna eyeball it, but about a 1.5 second squeeze.
Okay.
But this is Florida Raw unfiltered honey. It's just the one we like to buy from Costco, as you can see, Kirkland brand.
Well, a tip on honey, what I've read on the internet, and everything you read on the internet is true. That is, if you get local honey and you incorporate that in some way in your diet, whether it's in tea, bourbon I'd recommend more.
Of course,
but if you use it,
healthy bourbon.
It helps you with allergies because it helps you when we get to that season where there's just pollen everywhere. It'll help with that.
Especially like a raw unfiltered one.
Yeah.
Because this one's like straight from the plants.
Yeah.
All right, so then we need some fresh lemon juice.
How much of a lemon are we
We're
going to
going
use
to use
here?
3/4 of an ounce of juice. So I'm going to say it's probably a little less than a half.
Okay.
But we're going to...
If you're lazy like me and you don't have fresh lemon, just use your lemon juice.
3/4 of an ounce of the of regular, not fresh lemon juice, if you want to use that. Like I said, we've got 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 ounce of honey, 3/4 ounce of lemon, and
We
shake.
shake. I'm getting too sweaty doing these.
Okay, well, you want to shake a little bit longer than normal because the honey, you want to really make sure that it's not, like it didn't get cold and clump up. So
Okay.
you want to get a rocks glass,
Rocks glass.
and a giant ball of ice. We pour. And look at that nice golden color. And then we will garnish.
Cutting toward your thumb and it's stressing me out.
I have to cut towards my thumb.
That's what I don't understand. People are like, don't cut toward yourself. And I'm like, how do you cut
A
away?
nice little
Little peel.
twist.
Little twist
Of
there.
lemon.
Oh, very cute. So cute. Oh my God, so cute.
And that is a Gold Rush. Look at that color. That is just...
Oh, it smells so nice too. Love that lemon and the honey smell. So the first sip, I thought, oh, okay, this is going to be kind of a tart drink and it's going to hit me in the back of the throat. And I didn't actually get that. It's like the honey and the lemon, the acidity
work
of the
together,
lemon
yeah.
pulls down the honey a little bit, yeah.
And without the need for like just a simple syrup or a standard like sweetener. I think that it's like a really great afternoon.
I was going to say, this is a hot summer day drink.
This is a hot summer drink for certain.
You know what I'd be even so bold as to do to this? I know this is not the typical version of the Gold Rush, but drop
Gold
some...
Palmer.
I was thinking, oh my God, yeah, that's even better. Add some iced tea. Add some unsweetened iced tea to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, next level. I was going to say club soda.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that would make it fizzy. But on its own, a solid version of the whiskey sour. I mean, a classic whiskey sour, it is what it is for a reason. But, you know, I'm not a fan of the egg stuff.
No, but this is nice because it really breaks up. It breaks it up if you're just always drinking old fashions or anything like that. And this one is so light and citrusy, and like you said, it's just. I can definitely a hot summer day you could be like, let's make these.
Especially like with the honey flavor, you expect it to be like sweet.
Yeah.
And like the honey is just sort of a flavor, and it's almost floral in a way.
It's also not overwhelmingly boozy, which is funny because it still
It
has
is
the two.
overwhelmingly
Yeah, it
boozy.
still
It's
has the things in
two
there.
parts of this and like a third of a part of this. So
Yeah.
it's got the same amount of booze in there as any old fashioned or anything else.
I am delightfully surprised. So, a good one. If you make this drink, you're going to have to let us know. Leave some comments in this video. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We do the tasting room every Tuesday. Well, sometimes Wednesday because I get behind on
Forget.
work. But and then every Friday or Saturday is the bourbon study. We try to be as consistent as possible, but we always try a bourbon and then try and make a drink with that bourbon. So you have to check those out and
Yeah,
let us know your
definitely
favorite bourbons
check out
and drinks.
the Rabbit Hole
Yeah.
varieties. Check out the Gold Rush drink.
Mm.
It's super easy and delicious.
Yeah. So let us know. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on another episode of the Bourbon Study.
Cheers.
Discovering voices.